With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The Ravens at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You can look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in their early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And every time you step on the field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, report.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson, off play action. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, SWAT. SWAT. Running. Race up. Race up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Needing the tough yards in line with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Report. Hey, middle.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stroud to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Look at this Baltimore defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move it to the top 5.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle. It's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Six 0 our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. 18, what's that?
And Chubb will try the middle here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
All right.
And again, it's Chubb. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right. Okay.
Now a handoff up the middle. Marks.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb.
And it's some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Look the hot.
Chubb on the counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness of the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Tony.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
South.
Now Stroud. Down the field, he's got Noel. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Travel like a bond, I'm a travel.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can have him in. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Henry is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And his kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give running right is Chubb. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Walk to the right, walk to the right. Walk to the right.
Stroud looking to throw. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The gain of 39 that time.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They run it again with Chubb. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Chubb will get the call running left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Hey, keep. Robert.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Travis Jones makes a tackle. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Stroud now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Rolling to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Stroud keeps it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll run it again with Henry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Inside handoff. Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Tony.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 1st and 10 is Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
18%.
On 3rd down, Marks. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Boom! Fighting through tackles. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Henry up the middle.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in and able to bring him to the ground. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
You. Hey, middle. Finish it on. Go ahead. You. Report. Sit up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is intercepted.
And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.